Da, da, da. Let me put this back here, guys. I always look at the last second and I'm like, whoops. Alrighty. I don't know how it's going to look today. Today was an eventful day. Today, yes, it's me again. And am I wearing the sweatshirt again? Yes, because it's my robe, okay? It's literally like what I do. It's like what I do. It's my robe. Anywho's, this is uncommon for me. I've already done a reading today. I was walking around. It's a fairly quiet, peaceful evening, and I just kept hearing, "Do I really have to do this?" And I was like, it was kind of funny because I was like, it's a little weird for it to come through like that. Oh, I got animals. I got animals. Oh my god. It was just like, I'm not used to. I've already done it in the morning. I don't usually have messages coming through in the evening. It's like I'm in a routine right now where it's morning hours. And usually by this time I'm like I'm ready to wind down, and I'm like over here like really bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. And so I don't know. They just kept saying it, and I'm going. And it was literally almost like I wanted to be like, do I really have to do this? Like it dawned on me that I was like, this is a download. What are you doing? Like it was like a message coming through. So I was like, okay. So I don't really know. All right. I don't know if this is going to get to who it needs to get to or whatever. People are not used to me coming on 2 times in a day. So you know what? I'm just going to trust that it's going to reach who it's supposed to reach, and the right message is going to come out. So, and normally I would have my tea by now too. I would like have some tea and shit like that, But like I've already had that too. I've already had my coffee. I can't have coffee again this evening, and that shit's bright. Hold on. There we go. It's right in my eyeball. Right in my eyeball. Anywho, so, okay, yeah. And I thought I was gonna do like I've been waiting to do a reading for my cousin, and I just keep feeling like a not yet, and I'm like okay, I don't understand it. Anywho, and look at the polar bear. Oh, the little animals. Okay, anyways. Let's see where this goes. All right. So these are my Angelarium decks, Oracle of Emanations, and Oracle of Souls. There we go. That's right. Okay. I have it. I got it. So it follows along. The Oracle of Emanations follows the story of the Tree of Life. So let's see. Do I really have to do this? I've got a feather that keeps moving, so I don't know. It's my barred owl feather. And I'm like, okay. It keeps catching my eye. So let's see here. This is 2 decks in one, so we might be coming through both of them. Okay, we're gonna start there, guys. Oracle Emanations. First we have Gabriel, the Angel of Heralds. Now this is these 2 decks are very well written. They're beautiful. And so I just usually go with reading from the book because Oracle decks are heavily infused with the intentions of the creator. Not that I can't intuit shit from it. It's just one of those things like I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to read to you, okay? And this shit's not in order. You'd think they'd put it in alphabetical order. They do not. Well, there's Rimph. Okay. Got it. Okay, so the first one is Gabriel. He stands beside the gateway between Angelarium and the rest of existence. His lantern points into the seething darkness. Its light breaks open the unknown and banishes doubt. I don't know why that feels very pertinent. His lantern's light breaks open the unknown and banishes doubt. So that brings clarity, which gets rid of doubt. It's almost like the hermit's lantern, right? There's certainty in this light. It fills you. You're going to be certain about something. This angel issues no command. It doesn't need to. Why does this feel like, if you're like, do I really got to do this? And it's like, you wouldn't need to ask that if it was something that you really needed to do. Because you would know. You would have the certainty of it. Like, we wouldn't have to demand it of you. Shine, little light, shine. The impetus for action burns in you. In fact, you burn in it, fueling this light. Suddenly you burst forth, blazing the way, piercing the dark, leaving change in your wake. There is light everywhere you tread. You are the light of Gabriel's lantern. The might of this angel does not command you. It aims you. Okay, sorry. It doesn't command you, it aims you. Like, this basically, like, something's going to show you. The light's going to be shown. Clarity is going to be gained. Doubt will be a thing of the past, and you'll be filled with certainty about something. Like, when you're filled with certainty, you wouldn't have to ask Spirit, and Spirit wouldn't have to tell you to take action. Nothing could stop you. Okay. Rimph, the angel of time. Eternally vigilant and forever burning, Rimph is the movement through space measured out with deft precision. Our footsteps upon the earth mark its passing, for we're all bound to time. One by one, we tick and talk, and every life is counted, even those lives pass. We are all sand and seconds and moments, all fleeting. Fire burns until it doesn't. Lives are lived until they aren't. Dreams are dreamt until we wake. Rimph stands by all of this, counting. What better unit of measure than the souls that pass through the tree of life into Angelarium? Rimph walks between the pillars of past and present, turning every corner in every second. His movements can be seen in our own, as a fulcrum between moments. This reminds me of the saying that, where people always talk about like time not being real, it's an illusion. And it's like, time is very much so real. Time is the measurement of our actions between one point and another. That's what time is. It's what we choose to do. And that's how we measure time, right? If we aren't taking action towards the things that we love and desire, then time is being wasted. Time is fleeting. Time is running out, right? Same with time can be running out when you are doing the things that you love. Time is how we met. It is the measurement of the actions we take in life. I think this is saying in that if time is is measured in our actions, that time is the actions what we choose to do with and what we choose to do between 2 points. Well, then, you know what I mean? I feel like it's almost saying that time is not wasted when we are taking action with certainty. And it's time well spent when we do that. It's only time wasted when we don't. When we spend our time in doubt. But I still feel like this is saying that you wouldn't have to be asking. You wouldn't have to ask, do I really have to do this? All right, Spirit, give us a little bit more on this one. Hello. It's a book. I don't take books, guys. Once in a while. They bark at me, but no, for the most part, okay. Oh, 2 flipped over. Wow. There's something about being paced in your movement, paced in your actions, like methodical. That's come up before, where it's literally like they're not asking you to, like, there's no, it's, you know, it's incremental, consistent movement versus like hasty action or rushed action. We have the Temperance here with the King of Pentacles. And it's like a question of whether or not, I don't know why, but all of a sudden I have like this pain right behind my eyes. And I'm feeling weary. And it was like, I was feeling great. I literally said it as soon as I got on. I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm just really blah, blah, blah. And it's like, now I'm just like, and I don't know. I feel like I'm feeling somebody's stress. We're going to start with the center. We've got the Tower card with conflict. I think somebody feels like they have to take action. Oh, hey, girl. I feel like somebody feels like they have to take action towards something to avoid some type of tower moment, but they're really resistant to taking that action. And so it's like, that's why they're like, do I really have to do this? Like do I have to take this action? Do I have to do this in order to avoid a negative tower moment, for shit to hit the fan? You know what I mean? It's like, do I really got to do that? Because they don't really want to. It's like they could, sure. It's like I could do that, but like it's not really what I want to do. I don't feel really drawn to it, and it's almost like a want having to do that. That's what it feels like. Do I really have to do that? And you can see with the Four of Cups, just a level of resistance, because it's almost like the Three Cups are the things where you're like, I don't really want to do them, but I'll do them if I have to. It's stuff that, I guess it's the I gotta do's, or things the things I'm used to doing in order to be able to get by. It's like all these cups could potentially, for some people, it's great. For some people, it's, and yes, there's something in it, but it's not really what I want, right? And I feel the resistance of wanting or waiting to want, waiting to want. What the fuck? Four of Cups. Usually the cup's coming out of the sky. Like, you're not seeing the cup yet. You don't see it. And you're like, shit, do I gotta indulge one of the cups that's right in front of me in order to avoid the tower moment? And it's just creating conflict within yourself. You're just like, you just don't really want to do it. And the true measurement of time, I think, is in the joy of what you do. But, you know what I'm saying? With your choice of actions. And it's like, there's something here where it's like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, and you'd be filled with certainty if Spirit wanted you to do something. Like, if you had to do it. I think on one hand, you're like, do I suck it up and just do what I got to do in order to be able to be the King of Pentacles right now, in order to be able to handle shit in my life and take care of everything? Girlfriend, I forgot it's the morning time where you're at. Holy moly. Just saying. And so it's like, King of Pentacles, he's able to take care of shit, right? Handling things in his life, finances are on point. Temperance is almost like that compromise to be able to do that. So you're almost like torn. Do I compromise? Do I meet in the middle and go ahead and do this in order to be able to be in this energy, the King of Pentacles, where he's got everything unlocked, he's got it all handled? Or do I wait, Hanged Man, with the two of Wands? The change. Or do I wait for some kind of change? Do I wait for some kind of change? The thing is, with the Two of Wands, it's the choice of action that you can take. You know what I mean? It's like the Two of Wands is like choosing which action you're going to do. And usually you're meant to take the action that's best suited for your passion, which is the Ace of Wands, right? Do I wait to take a different action, though? What is it? You're trying to be the King of Cups. I really do not want to just pour my cup anything. Like, you're being very, very selective. You're like, God, I don't want to get depleted. You're very selective about what you put your energy into. And there's something about, like your emotional energy, your emotional investment, right? And it's like, I don't really want to do something that I'm not going to be emotionally invested in to at least a certain degree. I'm not aiming to empty my cup out. What is this perceived tower? Give me just a second. I don't know. I get this. They keep bringing up the term isolation because we've got the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, which is like we always talk about her being the badass bitch on her own. Like, she can do it all, right? She can do it all. Hermit, and then the Strength card. You know, this gives the energy of doing what you got to do. I can do it. I can handle it. Right? This feels weighted, though. We've got the Strength card and the Hermit. Trying to find your way through something. Trying to figure out something on your own. Having to do something on your own. But it's also like the Tower would be like being out in the cold. Being out in the cold. This is what you fear. That's an odd combination for that. Wait. Yeah, it goes along with this weighted it's like the weight of the world on your shoulders. Like you want to choose the path that feels lighthearted and just good and light, but you're almost feeling like you're going to have to compromise and do something because you're not seeing that fourth cup. You're waiting for that extra, and you're like, do I really have to do this right now? Like, do I really got to do this? It's like you feel like you got to do something because you don't see the other option presented in front of you. It's like when my son, it's like my son, he has to do dishes and stuff like that every night. And he thinks that if he just hems and haws long enough, mom will forget and everything. And then he looks, do we really gotta do this? There's a lack of desire to do it. Because really, in all honesty, the only thing that you're going to be happy with, Six of Cups, is something that's in alignment with you, Lover's card. Like you want to choose joy, happiness. Hence, you're in the King of Cups energy. But you're like, I just need you need to know what the right decision is. You want to make the right decision. We got the Queen of Cups and we've got the Justice card. And it's like, I just need to be making, which is considered adjustment here, which is the balance, right? The scales. And it's like, I just want to make the right decision. Why do you feel like you have to do this other one though? Like you don't want to be left out in the cold. You don't want to have to, like there's some kind of burden you've got to take care of. Like there's some kind of responsibility that's all on your shoulders. Hermit is all by themselves. The Queen of Pentacles is badass bitch doing it all on her own. So like there's something that's solely reliant on you, and it's like it's a heavy load. And so that's where the Tower card comes in, because it's like, if not me, then who? I have to handle this. I've got to do this. Nobody else can do this. This is my responsibility. I don't got nobody else. So it has to be me. And without you being able to see that other introductory cup coming in, you're like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Like, I guess I'm gonna have to do this. And I feel like you're like flippantly going, do I really gotta do this? Yet Gabriel here is saying you would just take action towards something. If they're not going to tell you what you have to do. Like, you would just, like, Spirit doesn't have to tell you what to do, and they just show you which way is the way, which is really the hermit's lantern, which is following your heart, following what you want to do. Like, that's the real way. And so they're not like they're not here to command you to do anything. They're just the way shower, and it's like, it's curious. Because here it's kind of like you wouldn't have to ask, do I really got to do this? Because you would just know if this is something that you had to do. I think the operative word is have to. And I think they're saying, hey, here's the thing. We can show you the way to go, but we're not going to tell you what to do. And the real compass is following that intuition, because that's what Gabriel is. He's like that inner guidance that lights the way. And it's like, you wouldn't have to ask if you have to do something if that was really meant for you to do. You would feel compelled to do it. You'd be filled with certainty. So there has to be something you feel like you've got to do in order to avoid the tower. Now my heart's like, I'm like, oh, Jesus. You feel like you have to do it to avoid some tower moment. And my question is, do you not see the other cup, or are you ignoring the cup coming out of the sky? Are you thinking the only real options are the ones in front of you and you're like, oh shit, what? Like, maybe the cup that comes out of the sky, because obviously that's like divinely guided, but the divinity is within us. So that's like internal guidance, like what we feel compelled to do, what we feel like we're drawn to do, right? And so the question is, are you not seeing it, or are you pretending like you're not seeing it? Hermetic tarot. I almost said hermit. Oh, you're good. Well, probably because you stay up all night, LP. Just saying, love you to pieces. I don't feel like this answers your question at all. Because my thing is, if there was another option that you felt very compelled towards, you would do it. So it does feel like you're waiting for something to show up. And so it's kind of like, do I gotta do this in the interim? Like, do I really gotta do this? Because I feel like maybe you just don't see it yet. Maybe it's coming or it's on its way and you don't see it yet. So you're thinking you've got to do something else. And Spirit's like, you get to determine whether that's a waste of your time or not. I think that's why you're asking that. You're like, I don't want to do something if it's not really important for me to do. You don't want to waste your time. And that's why they're talking about time being the measurement of what you choose to do with your actions between two points of existence. That's how you measure time. And you're like, exactly, I don't want to waste my time. Like, you know what I mean? My time's valuable to me. I want to spend it doing the things that I feel guided to do, that I feel certain about. You obviously do not feel certain about whatever you're asking about, but you may feel compelled like you've got to choose it because you can't see the other thing. Okay. You're very conflicted about what's true for you in this situation. We've got the Five of Swords again and the fucking Hermit again. You're conflicted and you really have to go with what you feel guided to do at this moment. Take whatever new step, the Fool card, whatever new beginning you feel like you're being guided to. Star card and the Moon. Whatever I didn't even realize that they were face down. It's like whatever you feel guided to do. Star card is finding your true niche. It is finding home. It is finding, it's like the way being shown to you. The Moon card is almost like your subconscious, things from your subconscious coming up. Finding your way in the dark is what I just heard. I feel like that's not really what you want to know. I mean, the more they keep saying it, the more I keep saying, I want to say, you're not answering my question. And it's like, am I asking the right question? Because I know I don't gotta do this. And I know I certainly don't feel compelled to do this. But is this the only way to avoid the Tower moment? It's almost like choosing something before the other thing comes in. Over here, what I didn't show you is the Universe, which is the World card. I think this is going to tie in a little bit more once I talk about this a little. And there's that cup. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Again. And over here, it was about making the right decision. But I feel like you already know, or you think you know already the right decision. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking, do I got to do this? And I think that's what you're asking. You're like, so how long is this going to take? Like, do I have to do other things in the interim before this other avenue opens up to me? Like, is time on my side? Will it come in to where I don't have to do this other thing? Or do I have to go ahead and take action towards it because it's the thing that keeps me from having the Tower moment? Still waiting on that. The Page of Cups, that cup coming from out of the sky, you already know that's the one that you should be taking. You don't know when that's going to come. Okay. Just was somebody somebody spent time thinking about the message from this morning, because I remember we talked about, oh no, this is the other day where like no, it was this morning. Fuck if I know, guys. They get mixed up. Like you see something like Five of Cups, you see the negative coming and you don't even realize the solution's right behind you. It's like really up on your heels. It's very close by. And so you're kind of like waiting, you're looking for it. It hasn't showed up. and you were holding on to some type of cord, and it's like at some point you're going to have to turn, like it's almost like it's going to come to you, but you're going to have to choose it type of situation. And you're like, I don't see it though. I don't see it though. I want you to see the coinky-dink of this bullshit. Okay? Okay? Just, we have the Page of Cups with the Queen of Swords here. Like something is bringing this cup in to the Queen of Swords. The person that knows exactly what they want. And then we have the King of Swords with the Ace of Cups. It's as if the King of Swords is bringing in the cup. Like you are waiting. I don't know why it feels like this. Like there's an external element that has to make a decision, because the King of Swords is all about not like executing a decision, being very decisive about something. Okay? About offering this, and you've got to, and you already know from the greater perspective that that's what you want. But it's also like knowing you want this and choosing it. Okay, Spirit. I feel like Spirit's like, well, if you already know, like if you have to ask me, do I really have to do this? Then obviously you know the answer, like because first and foremost, you wouldn't have any doubt. You'd be filled with the light of what is right and true. You'd be filled with the way. Like you wouldn't have any doubts. You'd be certain about this. And the fact that you're not certain kind of tells you the Spirit's not like, I'm not guiding you to that. I'm not bringing this in. And you're like, I get it, but the shit that you are bringing in ain't fucking here yet. And I have to avoid a tower moment. So do I really got to do this? Or is that shit going to arrive before I ever have to fucking do this? Legit question. That's what it feels like. Like, Spirit, quit playing fucking games. They want to know, like, do I really got to do this other shit until whatever arrives? Until the opportunity to go after the actual cup that I want presents itself. Do I got to keep entertaining the three cups that are right in front of me, knowing damn good well I don't want to, not none of them, because I am the King of Cups, and I am not wanting to put my energy into anything or emotionally invest in anything that's not worth my time. I mean, I will if I got to in order to avoid this tower moment. But let's just be honest. I don't really want to do that because my desire is elsewhere. Okay? So just lay it on me flat. Like, be honest with me. Be blunt. I would choose. My choice is joy. If that was an actual choice, but right now what's before me is just the avoidance of the tower moment, and I don't see the joy. So, what is it? Do I or don't I? Like, I understand. I get it. If the other option was in front of me, I'd be choosing it, but it ain't here yet. So you tell me, in order to avoid this fucking tower moment, do I gotta choose this? And here's the thing. I think you're like, I will jump ship and choose the other as soon as it arrives. But I'm looking at the here and the now. I keep feeling like I want to say, is the tower moment even going to occur? And a part of me wants to be like, quit waiting on spirit. You make a decision. Maybe quit waiting on spirit to tell you. Sometimes we gotta make decisions based upon what's good for us right here and now in the moment. And it has nothing to do with not wanting something else. Has nothing to do with that. Where is it? Sorry, I gotta look at the damn book. I swear to God. Somebody must have been thinking about that. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like somebody is contemplating. Where the fuck? Hold on, guys. This is what happens when you have like a million things you do. I don't know where it is. I swear to God. I swear to you. Wishmaker and first quarter. We've had that wishmaker before. Possibilities, fulfillment, dreams. Maybe you don't believe in wishes and dreams anymore. The Wishmaker card is here to let you know that wishes are powerful and dreaming is good for you. It comes as a reminder to think in terms of possibility rather than limitation. Too often people focus on what they don't want, and then they wonder why they get more of it. Focusing on poverty will only bring more money worries and debt your way. Think in terms of what could be possible. Train your brain to think of all the positive possibilities and learn to leave all the negatives and limitations behind you. When you begin to think in terms of possibility, you will come to realize that nothing is impossible and you will find ways to make it happen. It's that 5 of Cups of energy that we had from the reading this morning. All you can see is the tower moment, the pending tower moment. And so it renders you willing to choose something to avoid that, instead of having faith that the other thing is going to arrive, or maybe even that what you have to do in the interim is somehow something you're not going to like. Like maybe you'll actually end up liking it and it won't be so bad, right? And then you'll be content and patient until the other thing arrives. Like maybe you quit looking at this other, like, do I really got to do it? Like it's something negative. The first quarter moon card indicates that things are still hanging in the balance and could go either way. The outcome is dependent on you and your actions. Like by choosing this, it's sometimes like my son doesn't want to do the dishes, like my 13-year-old, because he feels like he's going to miss out on, but I want to play this game. And it's like, well, if you would just hurry up and do the damn dishes, then you'd be able to get up there quicker. They just do it. Like, why do you keep assuming, but instead he'll fight it and then it takes longer for him to do the damn dishes. And it's like, dude, you probably missed 2 or 3 games with your friends that you could have been playing online. This frequently happens when people are close to achieving their dreams. Something will be thrown into the works and you will have to deal with it as graciously as you can. But it doesn't mean that you're failing. So if you have to choose or you got to do something right now, it doesn't mean that the other thing's not going to happen. Quit assuming that. And maybe you're not assuming that the other thing won't happen. but you just feel so resistant to doing what's right before you. I cannot believe this is the next sentence. Find the good in any negative situation and press ahead. Do what you got to do in this moment. Quit assuming that it's going to be completely negative, and quit assuming that, or don't assume that the other isn't going to happen. We all know that that fourth cup's going to come at some point. And we all know that this is not what you want to continue to do. But sometimes you do what you got to do in the interim, right? Maybe this and that is true. And quit assuming just because you have to spend your time doing this right now doesn't mean that you'll always be spending your time like that. Maybe it's not a waste of time. Maybe there's something beneficial in this. Maybe doing this gets you there faster. Like I said, throwing the fit sometimes wastes more time than, oh, that was part of the message today too. Sometimes throwing the fit wastes more time than the actual doing. Like just do it. Some people don't want to go a certain route because they think it looks like it's the longer route. So they'll try to take a detour, or they'll try to avoid going the route they know they should, when in actuality, they cause themselves more delays by going around. So you don't gotta do it. I gotta do this. No. You get to choose and determine what you do with your time. And Spirit doesn't command anything of you. They can show you the way you can go about and getting a certain something. And obviously, doing this maybe isn't your most favorite thing. And the certainty you hold within you about the other thing coming in means it's coming in. Like you know it's coming in. They want me to go back to that sentence. I don't know, why am I not saying it right? But yet in here it says, suddenly you burst forth, blazing the way, piercing the dark, leading change in your wake. The impetus for action burns in you. It's like wanting to do something of your own free will. I feel like I'm missing something. Like the idea that Spirit doesn't have to tell you what you need to do because you already know what you need to do. So what is that? Oh, I hate when that happens. I'm sorry, guys. We're doing a lot of fucking oracles right now. Like, there's something about, because that feels like the antithesis of what they're saying. You know, it's like, do what you gotta fucking do, but then it's like, but I don't have the desire to. And it's like they're saying, well, that should tell you something. Maybe they're saying, we don't give a fuck what you do in the interim. That's why we're not saying shit. Like, I don't care. I don't care if you do. You ain't gotta do it. It's like, just choose. You choose to do what you want to until the other thing comes in. Or choose not to do anything. What are they fucking trying to say? Because I feel like every time they say something, it sounds like the anti of what the other thing they say. It's like they keep the two things sound very contradictory. And I'm like, what the fuck am I missing here? What am I missing? It's a little bit like that. Like, should I go ahead and do this? But see, the thing is, I think the only driving factor to wanting to choose what's right before them is the impending fear of something negative happening. Like, they feel like they've got to choose something rather than feeling compelled to, right? Because they're saying here with Gabriel, it's like, you'd be filled with the light of Gabriel. You'd be filled with certainty. Like, the mere fact that you're doubting taking what's in front of you says everything you need to understand. Like, it says that's the answer in of itself. But then there's also this energy of go ahead and do what you want to do in the interim. And it's like the two are on two different pages. Like, the person is asking to in an attempt to avoid some kind of negative whatever, and Spirit's like, you choose what you want to do. Like, that's not even the question I asked Spirit. Like the person feels like they want to know, is this going to ride before some negative shit hits the fucking fan? If not, to me, it's a lot like the most simplest way this sounds is like, hey, I've been waiting for a certain type of job to open up, but guess what? If I don't get money coming in now, I'll get evicted. So I might as well take whatever job's in front of me. And it's okay, I can do it, but it's not really what I want. And so because they don't see the other thing, they don't see any avenue of whatever job they want opening up. They're like, well, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna have to take this. And that's do I really gotta do this? And there's energy of Spirit doesn't really care what you do in the interim. And you're like, well, I fucking do, because there's a tower moment that's going to happen. And if, all this could be resolved if you would just fucking tell me. And I think Spirit thinks they're answering you. Like, somehow, like, hey, you'd know if we were telling you to do that. You would know if we were telling you to do that because you would feel compelled to do it. You'd have certainty pumping through your veins, but the doubt in and of itself tells you we're not telling you to do whatever's right in front of you. And so you're like, so that means the other thing's going to come in before this tower moment? But they're not saying yes. And so you're like, storyteller. Field of plenty. Are you shitting me? Ideas and needs manifested. Storyteller, expansion. Come the fuck. Seriously, it's like, again, much like earlier today, it felt like there's been this just Give it to me straight. Quit beating around the fucking bush. It's that fucking friend that's like telling you all kinds of stuff and you're like, you're not even, it's like your child. You be asking a million questions because you're trying to figure something out, but they're beating around the bush. It's almost as if they don't want to say it. Okay, I know some of y'all don't have kids, okay, but you was a kid once, and you fucking know this game. You know this game. You know this game. Like, bitch, just answer me. Like, if you think I don't look at my kids wanting to say that some shit, I'll be like, would you shut up and just tell me what the fuck I just asked you? They go on 20 different tangents, skirting around everything. I'm like, what the fuck that's got to do with what I just asked? I already know this shit. I already know everything you're saying to me. I'm asking you this. And they're not answering it directly. Is whatever coming in, like, you're making an assumption because they won't answer the question directly. Are you serious? I gotta do this. I feel like it was more rhetorical. I gotta do this. Like, I'm gonna give you one last chance to tell me I ain't gotta do this. But I don't want you to tell me I ain't gotta do this. I want you to reassure me the other thing is gonna come in. Ooh. Oh, there's a question of trusting spirit in the last couple of readings. And we still got this universe world card over here. So it's gonna come in at some point. I keep eyeballing it, and I'm like, when are we gonna talk about it? Maybe the universe card is the expansion. Yeah, the world card would be expansion and manifestations. Okay, hold on. Let's go through. This is our favorite. This is our favorite deck, guys, or oracle deck. Oracle deck. It is the Sacred Path oracle deck. Okay. It's once or none. I don't know. All right. Are you serious? Just when I think I've got it. Storyteller. The Storyteller card speaks of expansion on all levels. You are now growing and encompassing many new ideas if you have received this card, see which area of expansion needs your attention and feed your personal fire of creation. Create more and enjoy the expansion knowing you earned it. Note the expansion will continue if you are willing to share how you achieved your success with others. Many lives are influenced by another story. You may be instrumental in encouraging others. In all cases, expansion occurs when people are allowed to grow at their own rate. There was this whole paced and methodical idea of like, you ain't gotta, it's not a needing to get there by, time was an issue. Oh, shit's coming in. Time. It was like, remember the idea of not having to achieve something with a certain amount of time and having compassion with yourself? The wisdom of the storyteller is a part of the art of remembering. Note that you are now remembering your personal medicine and how to be your potential. Feed your personal fire of creation. Create more. I mean, okay, Spirit. This marks a time in which knowing will be revealed to you. Hence, the fact that you don't feel compelled to do this is the answer. The fact that you are not filled with certainty, but yet there is doubt. The fact that you don't have this burn to go after something. The burn you have to go after is something else that you know hasn't arrived yet or isn't in complete awareness just yet. And it's like, you're like, I want you to answer it the way I want you to answer it. And Spirit's like, I just fucking did. Mic drop. You know what I mean? It's like, Your personal records are held by the libraries of rock. Childhood memories may return and allow you to piece together a part of your personal puzzle. This is not even the right one. What the fuck? What is going on? I'm on stone people, guys. Jesus Christ. This is why I don't read in the evenings. All of this feels very weird to me. It's rare when I do the evenings. I feel like I have the same level of confusion of whoever the fuck this is. I feel like I'm like, what? I was the same way. I can't even read. I was like, I gotta read. Is this really a message coming through? What? The cornucopia is full of abundance. There's an abundance of ideas, talents, clothing, experiences, food, companions, feelings, and they all serve the needs of those who live on this earth. If the field of plenty card has appeared, you are being assured that you will need that what you need at this time is manifesting. Your needs will be met. So it goes back to the question of, I guess maybe the tower moment that you think is coming isn't really coming. And they're like, you don't got to worry. Your needs will be met. I don't feel like that's satisfactory to somebody. Like, I ain't asking if my needs are met. I'm asking if that thing's fucking coming in. Like the thing that I fire for. There's a saying, and I think that there is something in, I'm sure this is reiterated in some religions, but there is verses in the Christian Bible where they talk about abundance, and then they use other terms to, like when you're talking to God, what to ask for, right? And so they've studied them, and they've realized that abundance really is, having the full cornucopia, having your needs met. That would be the energy of something coming in just right in the nick of time for the next thing and for the next thing. And technically everything, all the needs are met, but nothing necessarily beyond. And that it's really important for you to articulate yourself as to what it is that you want, because it's not just abundance you want exceeding, like in the Bible. And this is just an example, guys. You don't have to be a Christian. Instead of asking for abundance, they ask to be exceedingly abundant. Like, go above and beyond just having my needs met, because having your needs met in those times appeared with so many people who were dying of starvation and poor living conditions and health and everything like that. It was like to have everything you needed felt like you were on top of the world. You were abundant. You know what I mean? I've got everything I could possibly need. But I think what you're wanting is more than that. And so it's like, are you asking the right question? I think you're wanting whatever's meant to come in because you know that will get you above survival. You want to be above survival. You want to be thriving. And so maybe that's why you feel compelled to take whatever's in front of you, because you're sick and tired of merely surviving and constantly being like on the watch or lookout for the tower moment, because you're constantly in survival mode then. And to be in constant survival mode dysregulates your nervous system. And being inconsistent, that means that you are not rooted. Your root chakra has a lot of it's ungrounded. And to have a dysregulated nervous system creates all kinds of disease within the body. And then that clouds judgment and your ability to take action and so on and so forth. And so you're like, Okay. You're willing to do what you gotta do. You're just really wanting to know, do I gotta though? Like, do I really actually gotta? To get out of survival? But maybe there's more. Show great mystery the trust you have in your process, dropping any doubt, becoming childlike again. Which is exactly what Gabriel was talking about. If it's for you, you would know there wouldn't be any doubt. Allow that light to shine through and be your clarity. Do not limit the manner in which the physical manifestation occurs. Original source operates in mysterious ways. Mysterious ways. Like, I just feel like you want to mock, like, spirit, like, placing the perfect people, places, and things on our paths to be the answers to our true needs. We are asked to recall the difference between true needs and material crutches, which are mere illusions of happiness. The field of plenty reminds us of our divine right to have our prayers answered and our needs met. Okay, I am so sorry. Okay. I feel like the answer here is that it's a bit convoluted. Okay. Have faith that it's coming. Okay. That cup, 4 of cups, that cup coming out of the sky, it is coming. Have faith. All right. Like childlike faith. Like how a child believes Santa is coming no matter what it's happening. You've got to have that faith. By all means, do whatever the fuck you feel like you need to do between now and then. Okay? Spirit's not going to command any of that for you. You know what feels right because you have doubt about what's in front of you. So obviously we know that's not meant to be permanent in your life. Okay? You do know you want what you feel coming in. You know is going to come in. You know it's going to happen for you. In fact, I feel like it's easier for you to take action and try to do things towards that than it is whatever this other thing is. The thing for the interim. And please recognize that the reason that you're doing what you gotta do in the moment is because you fear this. And Spirit's like, that's the one thing we said. You may not be, like, this at least will not happen. So here's the thing. Here's a question for you. If the bare needs are met, food, roof, electricity, that kind of thing, bare necessities, and that what you chose didn't dictate whether or not those things were met, would that change your choice? Would you really be like, do I got to do this? Or you'd be like, oh, I'm going to go do this? Because the bare minimum is going to be met. So what are you going to do with your time? Will you feel like it is a waste of time? Because remember, time is measured by what we do between 2 points in existence. Is it time well worth it? Or was it time wasted? Are you going to choose to take actions towards a thing that you feel you have clarity towards? And by all means, something is meant to come in, but I feel like you'd rather be taking actions towards this. Like, there's still things you could do in the arena of what would be coming in. Does that make sense? So So Spirit's like, if you didn't have to worry about X, Y, and Z, I swear to God, I feel like you're like, I wouldn't have to be worried about X, Y, and Z if you didn't wait till 2 seconds before I needed something to give it to me. Because and that's where faith comes in. They're like, do you trust us? And you're like, holy shit, do you have to keep me in survival mode? Because that's not good for the human spirit. Just letting you know, Spirit, that's not good for us humans. I know you're not going to like this, but Spirit's like, you get to make that decision. Do I really got to do this? And Spirit's like, I don't know, do you? Because we still here have, it's almost like, remember, we got the Queen of Cups, which is making, like, wanting to pull out, like, wanting to see the greater picture so you can make the right decision, right? It's wanting to make that right decision, having all the facts so that you can make that decision. That's why you'd be asking, I got to do this, right? It's like, that's not coming in yet. I gotta go do this. And you're just kind of like, and Spirit's like, I don't fucking care what you do right now. It gives the feeling of something still coming in, but they're like, if you don't want to do, if you're feeling really resistant to choosing what's in front of you right now, and you're like, because somehow doing that just doesn't feel good to you, it's like, then do what feels good. You don't have to worry about your needs not being met. Believe that expansion is going to happen either way. Gotta be honest with you, it kind of feels like Spirit's like, I literally got bigger fish to fry right now. I'm working on the other shit behind the scenes. You do what the fuck you feel like you need to do. I would only suggest don't operate from fear. Have faith that all of the things that you need to have met will be met, and that everything will come in, and let me do what I gotta do over here. It's like almost as if whatever it is that you're asking, they want to act and behave like, that doesn't mean, like, it's not, it's like, why are you asking me? I don't care. Do what you gotta do, okay? Do what you gotta do. All right? Have faith. Like, because whatever is meant to come in, it's gonna happen. It's coming in. It's manifesting. There's gonna be expansion. It's gonna grow. I literally want to be like, what do I care what you do until then? So long as you are happy with what you choose and how you spend your fucking time. That's all that matters. You know, because of the Queen of Swords, that you want. You know that you want, right? This cup that's going to be coming in through the sky. Mm-hmm. You know. Where'd you go, motherfucker? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh. As the King of Swords, you're going to choose. You already know what you're going to fucking choose. So if somehow doing whatever's in front of you right now almost like eases the stress and strain, then do it. Do it. And you're over here like feel like you got the weight of the world on your shoulders. And they're like, but we've already told you we're going to make sure I don't know. I think the thing that you dislike, maybe what you should ask Spirit is to not keep you in survival mode, but to help you get out of survival mode. Because right now, the way that things are coming in and developing, it's keeping you, you know what, maybe that's what it is. Like Spirit's like, I'll give you what you need. If you want something beyond that, so you don't feel like you're constantly in your root chakra, chakra, you know, if you're constantly in like heightened state of anxiety because you just don't, you know what I mean, then go ahead and do what you got in front of you. If that helps to keep you out of that, I told you I'll make sure your needs are met. Otherwise, I'm over here working on this. You do you, boo boo. You do you. Okay? Because we both know, no matter what, when this other thing comes in, you're going to drop that shit. Is it really a waste of time if it helps to keep you out of feeling like you're stuck in survival mode? And in all honesty, I think you're like, well, how quickly is this going to come in? Like, you're really trying to debate it, and they're like, seriously. You over here worried if you're going to make the right decision. Because, you know, you got these fears coming up, and they're like, we both know you're going to choose the other thing when it comes in. When I don't care if you fucking take a job right now, bitch, in 2 months, if a position opens the fuck up for what you wanted, you'll take it, won't you? Mm-hmm. You'll apply for it. Don't lie. Yes, you will. So if taking this job right now makes you feel a little more secure, even though your bare minimum needs are technically met, okay, like I've promised, I'm spirit right now. If taking or doing that helps to keep you out of this, then by all means do it. Fine. Whatever you feel. If you feel like it's a waste of your time, then it's a waste of your time. If you feel like it's not, then it's not. Okay? Like, why are we having this conversation? I thought that was a piece of ice. It was a lemon seed. Either way, expansion is on its way. And maybe just in the midst of this, if you could potentially, by all means, whatever you got to do to make yourself feel good. But could you maybe just practice believing in the possibility? Believing that the big thing could happen? Okay? Like, it literally just feels like they're like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but it might behoove you and the entire situation to start having a little bit of faith. To believe in the possibility. Play in the field of possibility. But do whatever you got to do to keep yourself out of that fight or flight, survival mode, you know, whatever it is, right? Like that sense of heightened dysregulation in your nervous system. Like, whatever you got to do. We would love for you to just have enough faith. But if it's like too much for you to just have the, you know, your needs met at this time, at the right time, and only at the right time, then do what you got to do. Okay? Because we can recognize that sometimes you need a little bit more than just a lot of faith. But recognize the fact that you need to do this maybe means you need to work on that faith and trust a little bit more. Because if you were being directed to do it, you'd know beyond a doubt, oh, I fucking need to do this. Shit. Like, you would be so compelled into action, you wouldn't be stopping to ask spirit. So I feel like I'm going to go on a limb and speak for spirit right now. Technically, you don't got to do whatever it is. Do I really got to do it? No. But if it makes you feel better, go ahead. And if it keeps your happy ass entertained out of this sense of panic and off spirit's ass, by all means, have at it. And I, honest to God, based upon what I read this morning, it's like, it's not that fucking far away. Literally, you think this tower moment is coming towards you in like the solution or the 2 cups are right behind you. It's like you're staring at the 3 cups in front of you and the 5 of cups, and you're like, oh my God. And it's like the cups are right behind. It's literally so close. And I think Spirit's like, we know that you're beyond the point of no return, that once this shows up, you're going to choose it. We got no problem. But just FYI, you could potentially work on having faith in this. And in fact, if you want to speed it up, if you want to at least enjoy the process until the moment that it shows up, instead of burning yourself, your candle at both ends until it does. Like, we've all been there. We have all been in the situation where we think something is going to happen, like in the same day, like you're going to work and there's a meeting on your calendar and you are literally like internally until that fucking meeting happens because you are convinced some shit's about to go down, and nothing ever does. But you're spent for the rest of the day, ain't you? You go back out to your desk and you're like, I am mentally not here now, because you wore yourself the fuck out. So it is what it is. No, you ain't got to do it, but you by all means can do it. We all know, Spirit and you, that you want the other thing, and that you're going to choose the other fucking thing when it shows the fuck up. Just a side note, maybe start having a little more faith, Dreammaker. Believe in the possibilities instead of being pessimistic all the time. And we know that it's hard. You're trying really hard. So if doing what's right in front of you helps you, right? Because time is the measurement of what you choose to do between 2 points, point A and point B. If it helps you, it's worth it. If it doesn't and depletes your energy, it's not. And from now on, you're going to know what we think and what we suggest and what we feel like you should do. Because by all means, like the light of Gabriel, we won't have to tell you. You'll feel compelled into action to do it. And you'll know beyond a reason of beyond a doubt. You'll have zero doubt. You won't even have to ask, do I gotta do this? Okay. They're showing me a little top. You know those little, like, we call them tops in the United States, where we spin it and it goes until it's like it spins out on its own. And it just, you know what I mean? And so it's like my child. Sometimes I just gotta let him bounce off the fucking walls, because at some point he's gonna collapse. I'm like, okay. Like, sometimes I just... And Spirit's over here like, you trying to pigeonhole me into saying something. Yeah, say it exactly. That's how my kids are. Like, I could answer their question. Here's the thing. We're over here going like, we're comparing Spirit like that to the friend that won't just straight up fucking answer me. But the funny thing is, how many times do you all think that my son will ask me a question, I will straight up the fuck up answer it. I am straight up answering it. And he's like, he'll ask it 20 more times because I didn't say it just right. Oh, Spirit, I know what you're talking about. It's the most annoying thing. Neurodivergent, meaning like ADHD, autistic, those types of people. Frequently, when they're having a conversation, because they can't understand nuances sometimes, or social cues and things like that, they need you to straight up say it very specifically the way that they're asking it. So like my son, when he was younger, he used to be like, if he said, Mom, are we going to go to the store next? Or are we going to go to the store after the playground? I couldn't just say yes. I couldn't just say, yes, we'll go to the store. I had to say, yes, we will go to the store after the playground. I had to say it exactly because he's like, which one is it? So we were just going to go to the store. So now that, like, because I didn't mention the playground, like suddenly he thinks, okay, that's different now. Like I had to, I tell you what. And I got to a point sometime, like there for a while, I was testing him, like to see if I was noticing what I thought I was fucking noticing, and I was. Okay? Because to him, the omission of anything in the sentence that he said meant that there was a variation to what he said, and he needed more specifics. So yes wasn't good enough. Yes, we're going to go to the store. I had to be like, yes, after we go to the playground, we will go to the store. It had to be just like that. And he would ask it 50 times in a row until I said it exactly right. My youngest has the same thing where he will ask me 20 times in a 10-minute span of time. He has an after-school program, okay? And it's a little bit of OCD, and it's a little bit of like needing to be reassured, and it's a little bit of you need to say it a certain way, where he will ask me, so I have power up today, right? So today I'm not pickup, I have power. He would ask me 20 different ways on the car ride to school. And I don't care if he knows what the schedule is, and he knows that it's a Friday, and he knows he doesn't have power up on Fridays. I still have to tell him exactly verbatim. It's exhausting. I understand Spirit. And much like Spirit, I understand that his brain works the way that it does, and it's not trying to be disrespectful to me. And like sometimes I just gotta answer the questions anyways, even though I feel like I just fucking did. Yeah, I get it, Spirit. Wait, what? We only had the King and Queen of Swords. There was the King of Cups. We didn't have the Queen of Cups. We didn't have either of the Pentacles. It really is. It's don't doubt, don't look for confirmation. And it's almost like this person's like, am I going to screw it up on accident? Like, I don't want to make the wrong decision. And they're like, you're not going to. Because I know, like, Spirit has faith that whatever is for you, when it finally arrives, you're going to choose it no matter what. And literally, that's all that Spirit fucking cares about. They know you're in the energy of, you want that bad. They know you want it so bad, you'll feel compelled to take it and go after it as soon as it shows up. So they're like, we're not concerned. And if you don't like having just your bare minimum met, by all means, whatever you want to do, okay? Because yeah. We didn't have. Manishka, I'm seeing where you keep saying that there are so many couples. We only had two pair. We only had one pair. There was the King of, over here, there was the King of Cups. And that was describing you. We had the Hermit a shit ton. We had the Queen of Swords several times. And then we had the King of Swords. But we didn't have, it was the Princess of Cups. Not the Queen of Cups, which is more like a messenger. Like, I didn't look at this like it was somebody bringing something in. Yeah, we didn't have any other couples. There was only you and whatever is bringing this other energy in. Was I saying weird shit? Did I start calling things what it wasn't? I don't fucking know. I couldn't keep up with my own damn reading. It was mostly oracle cards. I don't know. And I think we did have a full card. I never mentioned the Queen of Cups. And I never mentioned the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles. Did I have this one? Hold on. Let me see. Here's the King of Cups, where I said this was describing you not wanting to pour your cup into anything that wasn't worth it. Two of Wands, Justice, the Hanged Man, Queen of Swords. So there was two Queen of Swords. Oh my God. I did. There was. Heifer, when I tell you I be going through something and I don't even pay attention. Like, I get done with the reading. I'm like, what did I just fucking say? But they were not. You're right. There was this pair too, but they didn't come out as, like, they were all describing you. It was like, you know, like how you can be of several minds of one thing. So yeah, you were correct. I didn't even fucking pay attention. Like, I know we didn't have a Queen of Cups. We did not have a Queen of Cups. But it's funny because I know that the King of Pentacles was you wanting to be able to take care of everything and handle everything, right? Like to feel balanced because of that. But you really felt like the Queen of Pentacles. I'm with you now. I'm with you. And so these are all aspects of like your moods or aspects of you, either what you wanted to be like versus what you were feeling like. Does that make sense? And I remember the mother of the page of fucking. I'm okay, Spirit. I'm okay. Queen of Pentacles was like feeling like the weight of the world was on your shoulder, like you were having to do it all. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you now. I was like, I had to fucking pull the deck back out. But no, I did not read that as a bunch of people. I read that as, but it is kind of funny, right? It is kind of funny. Mm-hmm. Because it's like the balance, like the masculine and feminine aspects being balanced of each one of those. But yeah, I had to pull that shit back out, woman. Got me over here like. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. Unexpected. Yeah. I hope everybody has a fantastic night and a great weekend. Thanks for joining. Peace out, home skillets.